Hi everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful time. Today I would like to share this Gallian Audio TS Voyager transmission line speaker two-way design using 5-inch paper cone bass driver with soft dome tweeter. It comes with two different type of foams. Fit and finish and build quality is very nice. Binding posts, they are using some of my favorite binding posts that are available. Retail for $1,195 directly from Gallian Audio. I started using with VMM. Sounded very good together, especially when I was crossing over with DSP paired with my Martin Logan subwoofer and sounded really nice. For the streaming setup and watching TVs, where I sit is kind of far. It's about like 15 feet away where I sit. So I placed them 10 feet apart and it sounded deep and clean sound with richness in overall frequency range. All the mid-range and upper mid bands and those areas are very cleanly reproduced. I can clearly make all the conversations and everything. In my room, I like them at 65 hertz crossover point when I'm watching movies, pairing with subwoofer and using DSP. So this is the kind of speakers that cater special crowd. A lot of modern day speakers sounds very dynamic and really good measurements and all that. In the right pairing, they can shine, right? If they don't pair it right, they can sound brutal and bright sounding in many of those offerings. So this one totally avoid those issues. TS Voyager TL sound rich and forgiving, yet it will reveal pairing component sound quality depending on what you're gonna pair with. I tried a few different decks, Musician Audio, Pegasus 2, SMS SUX, a bunch of other options. In the end, I stick with this Pegasus 2 in this main system. This kind of transmission line can take you to the whole new level of enjoying the music in different way. As soon as I moved to this main system, I started using with Musician X7 tube integrated amplifier pairing with Sony Music Server and Musician Audio Pegasus 2 R2R deck driving these Gallian TL speakers and all full range in my main system. I do not use subwoofer at all most of the time. So in this video, the sound sample that you will hear is just two speakers playing full range with this Musician X7 and aforementioned combination, or probably I will do with the turntable. So soon as I start listening in full range with this X7 tube integrated amp driving these Gallian speakers, and I was like, man, this is sweet, so much enjoyable than driving with those Class D amps. And I was thinking, are these speakers are designed to play with tube amps because they sounded so good together? High frequency extensions are very good, as well as giving me space and nice separation without introduce me to brighter side of sound signature. My average listening level is 50 to 60 dB range with 65 dB peaks, and my reference level is 75 dB with 85 dB peaks. Sound staging, depth, and the richness, I wouldn't call it the speaker is in warm sounding, right? So signature sound of this Gallian TL is neutral yet rich sounding, but not on the warm side. That's how I will put it, because it has good neutral balance in overall sound signature other than the deep and rich bass quality that it can produce. The mid-range and everything can be very precise and neutral sound with clean presentation with nice amount of separation between the notes. it has a nice articulation to it as well. Most of the music, this one will do fine, and it will be very much enjoyable sounding speaker. Even when I was listening to Dua Lipa or Olivia Rodrigo or Lana Del Rey. So when I was trying one of my go-to track, Ed Sheeran Dive. So that intro, kick drums and snare drum strikes and those kind of dynamics, it can produce it satisfyingly good, yet it can be lacking in tightness and punchiness compared to my reference speakers. That is a little downside. So when I try with Dua Lipa, Don't Start Now, right? The deep bass and the mid-range and high vocals will be standing tall right here in the middle. So this one can give you very good, nice soundstage and nice stereo image. So width of the soundscape is incredible. I mean, for the two-way stem mount speaker, my room is 26 by 16, so it's on a little bit on bigger size. This Gallium TL can totally fill my room. It can produce very nice, deep sound with incredible width that it can provide, yet it has nice stereo image to it. I mean, a lot of two-way speakers in general can't do that. You have to spend a lot of money to do that in two-way stem mount speakers. So this one can do that kind of room-filling sound with. What it can do better is deeper and richer side of tone balance with impressive skill that it can fill the room. So in this main system, I placed them 7 feet apart, and because I sit a little closer, like 12 feet away, so in this main system, I was very impressed by the way that it can sound. If you are after a two-way design stem mount speaker that can fill the room, this could be it. And when I was trying low level listening around 50-55 dB range, it can still give me deep and rich sound. But sound staging and width may not be as wide as cranking up to my reference level, but still enjoyable and still producing nice amount of depth and skill that it can produce. So that is one impressive sounding, doesn't matter what kind of loudness. So overall loud level, I pushed it up to 95 dB range. So it can take up there, but after that it won't get much louder. So that is the limit of the physical limit of the speakers. I also did in-room response measurement of this Gallium TL speakers using REW software. As you will see here in the graph, orange is single speaker measurement from 3 feet away. The green graph is stereo measurement from 10 feet away. The bass response from like 80 hertz to 400 hertz region is very well pronounced with gradually roll off from upper mid-range to highest area. So this speaker will never sound bright in general in right pairing. Also did the 3 different type of measurement for this Gallium TL: fully open port, half foam, and fully sealed, as you will see here. Overall sound signature and frequency response and everything combined, I like the best with the middle graph, which is a half foam size that they came from the factory. So that's what the balance is. That's where everything this Gallium TL speaker is good for. If you want to use it as a near field speaker on your desk, the fully sealed design may work better. But I will say this half foam filling port tuning is probably work the best no matter where you use, as long as you don't sit too close. In general, in placements wise, I would say at least give them 6 feet apart, to get the best out of it. If you put them too close, then it will sound congested and thick, and it may not be enjoyable sound. So minimum distance should be around like 6 feet apart. And I don't like the way they sound when they toe in, because it will whack my preferred stereo image and depth and overall width of the soundscape. So I like it straight. That's where I get the best sound out of them in my room. As the name suggests, this one will give you a whole new dimension of music enjoying experience. It's not gonna be like super transparent or super revealing, not that kind of sound to it. This one is fine-tune it to cater specified sound signature that it produced. All that combined for $11.95 is reasonably priced and very good engaging sound that you will enjoy. This is one of the most enjoyable speaker and musical speaker that money can buy right now, in my opinion. But saying that, there are tiny bit of downsides, right? Especially when I'm listening to it in like my reference level, like 80 dB range. So upper range of frequencies kind of suffer a little bit. Upper mid-range to lower highs region, especially when the music is dense with a lot of notes coming in together, that where it suffer a little bit, it doesn't have enough control and resolution to give you more three-dimensional soundscape when complex music come together. Design is great, sound signature is almost perfect. Only weak link in this Garlean TL is the tweeter. If they upgrade to better tweeter, this is gonna be super stand mount speaker. That's how good overall musicality and enjoyable sound for audiophiles that it can provide. For the pairing wise, you can pair with pretty much any type of amplifications or decks. In my case, I love the best with pairing with this Musician X7 and this Pegasus 2 Ardua deck. So if you are after engaging sound without too much revealing, yet richness and width and depth with good stereo image that it can produce, this could be a great option for you to choose for $1,195. Totally worth it, because I will be keep on using it in my system. This is a type of taste dependent. I like Pioneer TED S1EX towers for total refinement and incredibly revealing sound. I love this JBL L100 Classic 75th for revealing sound with dynamics attack and all the dynamics that it can produce. I like this Garlean TL for engagement and enjoyable sound with total musicality that it can produce. So highly recommended, my friend. Total 5 stars worthy for me. Thank you very much for watching and happy listening.
Let's go downtown and walk around tonight. Let's go sit across some table and feel lucky. You will point out something perfect in this life. Come on, let's go walk around. Come on, let's go walk around. Yes, I've seen it, though I never did before. How these steeples in the skyline look so lovely. I am born